Welcome to Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
And the Spartans will hustle to the line. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you got? He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complementing quarterback to this offense.
And the Spartans want to move quickly. Running back searching for a hole. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys maybe that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Smarty. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing a big hit stick with him, too? Grabbed behind the line. It's Montgomery. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Best. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Trying play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Gage. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Takes a shot. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep.
And that's great defense to stop you short of the first down. It's so hard when the guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting in his direction.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Wide out in motion. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Shakes off the defender. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He finds his man. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Spartans have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the tailback. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. The jet sweep pass. And they will score. Touchdown, Spartans. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Not taking a knee, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll try the left side. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. Oh, what a move! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. No huddle here for the offense. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that does. That reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to power their way ahead. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick pass on the jet motion. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The give on the inside. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Now on the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Offense in a bunch formation. Takes the handoff. It's Romero. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he intercepts it. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. From the shotgun, the inside give. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes his connection. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Spartans headed quickly to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Find out, flanked him on the jet sweep. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. 3rd down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Offense in an empty set. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Nice play design on that one. Make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coach. You know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A 1st half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Lost 1 deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. To the ground with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. A 3rd and long coming up here. Give to the running back.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running behind that left side. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. And the Spartans in the hurry-up.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Spartans have this offense rolling.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. This defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that. They're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Romero. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And now they've moved into the red zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Spartans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
LSU 17.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Hansen. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Off play action on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the book as we head to the 4th. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field for play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. The aerial assault continues. Quickly complete.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed inbounds.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. First down here for the offense. Give to the single back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the route is on.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Across the 25, he's got room. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Holds it in on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. What a snag by the defense. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this DB.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Got his man quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After the incompletion, it's second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? They'll try to get it through the air. Right down the middle. It's complete! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Near the 2-yard line. First and goal, Michigan State.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Sparty! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The offense will quickly use a timeout. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab, and he's running in the open. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.